A fun fact about me, I haven't killed anybody yet. People always give me a weird look when I say yet, but I don't know if I will. You know, it might happen by accident. I might have fireworks near somebody living in a house that is highly flammable, and my bad. We are talking about The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor, a brilliant book that has helped me overcome hardship and find meaning in my life, and so I want to share that with you. Today's video, we are going to talk about believing in other people, finding the best in other people, and the psychology behind that. When researchers reminded elderly people that cognition typically declines with age, said elderly people performed worse on memory tests than those who didn't get that reminder. What we expect from other people manifests itself in our actions, in our feelings, in our words, and in our results with those other people, and in their results. If that bitch Judy walks into a room, what do? Probably roll your eyes, probably turn your body away from them. You're not going to be as warm towards them, and they're going to sense that, and there's going to be a little bit of resistance built between you, and you're going to get the behavior out of Judy that you expect. If your name is Judy and you're watching this, I'm not talking about you specifically, unless you're a bitch. In this book, he talks about how the best managers, the best leaders view each interaction, whether it's with an employee, a client, or a customer, as an opportunity to connect with other people and to prime other people for their best outcome. And so instead of dreading seeing Judy, find one thing that you like about another person. Find one thing that they're good at. Find one goal that they could achieve. Find something that makes you not feel like shit when you think about that person. Oh no, here comes Judy. This is such an opportunity. Here comes Judy for an opportunity. Psychologists call this the Pygmalion effect. Pygmalion effect is when our belief in another person's potential brings that potential to life. In a landmark study by Robert Rosenthal and Lenore Jacobson, they went into an elementary school classroom. They gave the kids a cognitive abilities test. And when researchers got the results of the test, they threw them out. They randomly selected 20% of the students as high achievers, as those who had high potential, as the ones who did the best on the test. So the rest of the year, the teachers treated those students differently. They approached them more warmly. They approached them with better feedback. They gave them more responsibilities because they communicated their belief in these students. And after the end of that year, some of those students achieved 50% in intelligence gains. These were randomly selected students. So they were all across the spectrum. They were the dumb ones. They were the average ones. They were the brilliant geniuses. And all of them did better than their previous performance had indicated because the teachers treated them differently. This is a great study. This study has been replicated on the battlefield. This study has been replicated in workplaces. This is how we behave at our best. Humans are at their best when we work well together. And who do I want to work with? I want to work with somebody who believes in me. And I want to believe in the people that I work with. So I need to find ways to make that happen. Every single person I've ever worked with, I've found something that I've enjoyed in them. And whether they like me or not, I at least have a good experience. How managers have been trained to approach people is wrong. There are two types of managers. Managers who subscribe to Theory X. Theory X is the theory that people work because you pay them. And they will stop working the minute you stop watching them. Not a lot of trust. And what happens when you don't put a lot of trust in other people? You make it happen. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, man. Theory Y. People work for intrinsic reasons. People work because they want to find their work more meaningful. And you know what's true? Millennials now are willing to forego a higher paycheck to work somewhere where they believe their work will have an impact. People will work better. People will work harder when they're not being ordered around. And guess what? People whose managers micromanage need to be micromanaged. Hey managers, when you get back to work, this is stuff that you can use. If we realize that other people are doing what they're doing in the search for intrinsic value, that's that happiness, that positive emotion that I talked about several videos back. Think of somebody that you spend a lot of time with. Think of the times that you are annoyed by them, that you don't want to spend time with them. In those moments, what's one good thing that they do? What's one thing that you like about them? Do they do the dishes all the time? That's good. You have clean dishes. Do they have a lovely singing voice? Your singing voice, it's lovely. Why are you yelling at me when you could be singing? Care for another game at Scrabble so you stop with getting on my nerves because I love how good you are at Scrabble. Read The Happiness Advantage or stay tuned to these videos because I'm going to keep going through this book. It's my only option.